All right, good morning. Well, I'm on a job today. Finally stopped raining and dried out a little bit. Got the machines unloaded, but today's project consists of kind of multiple things. So these little driveway posts that are in here, we're actually going to widen the driveway. I pulled one out just to see how deep they were. I think they're just set in here with the excavator. But widen that out to about 30 feet and then reshape the bank. Yeah, I got the Bobcat E60 on site, and I got the Case 370B, so we'll see how it goes today. We got to fix up the driveway. That's kind of the last, and it's kind of minor. We're putting in a 10-foot just kind of drive-through, cars only. We'll put paint off some marks. I'll put some approaches here in the edges, but that gives me straight lines. And then we have another camper pad we're gonna build too, kind of a pull through from the other side. But the customer wants to be able to pull their fifth wheel in here. So we're gonna dig this out, put in some 2s, 411, you know, the whole deal. But we're gonna put a big approach on this side so he can kind of drive in and swing, and then a little bit of a approach or exit there. A lot of dirt moving today. We got to take it actually kind of in the back there, so it's going to be a little bit of skid steer work. But all in all, should be pretty good. Like I said, kind of going to match up these ends. This is again just a drive-through, maybe multi-car parking, but they only went about 10 foot wide. And then this is a lot bigger approach for that fifth wheel to kind of swing in, and then we'll be taking out that and putting in 2s. So I like to do 2s, 304 or 411, and then 57s on top. And so that's kind of the project. A little bit of cleanup in front of the garage here. There's been some old leaves and dirt and stuff, so we're gonna pull that back too, and then put some new stone down. But should be pretty good. Come along. All right, well, got everything kind of marked out, ready to go. The first order is to get these posts out of the way. So I'm gonna swing around here and try to get them out. I wonder if they might just come out this way. Yep. That's the idea, just try to get a handful of them. Now the trick is to get them in here without messing anything on the skid steer. Or get them to stay. Yeah, customer, they want to be able to pull their fifth wheel out, and the issue is it's just too tight of a turn. The driveway is like maybe 20 foot, which is kind of a normal deal, but not when it comes to, you know, trying to bring in like trailers. Yeah, as you can see where my trailer is sitting at, there's no way I could get in and out of this driveway. But I think eventually be able to. So can't see my. Hopefully it's not raining where you guys are at. Finally not raining here. We had some pretty good rains the last, I don't know, since like last Thursday or something. So wasn't fun, not a lot of work going on. Mostly just dealing with flooding, but seems to be all good now. Yeah, the idea is take these out, and then I'm gonna cut the bank back. I brought the ditch bucket. I may use the skid steer too, I don't know. But push them back maybe about 5 foot on each side, I think, or whatever gets me close to about 30-35 feet. We're not really limited on any culvert size or anything. There's nothing there, so, which is good. A lot of times I run into got a culvert issue, but anyway, I don't know. At least these things aren't rebarred in. I guess for my sake, that's a good thing. That would stink to have to try to pull these out. I mean, obviously, I'd probably be able to get them out, but We're going to throw these behind the back of the garage is where he wants them. A bunch of old 6x6s. I mean, I'm going to slide up here. One electric line above me, but really shouldn't be much of an issue. This is a new house for the homeowners, so they did not do this. I think I'm going to grab those 2 by hand. Yeah, I'll just grab those 2 by hand. And then grab the timber. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything in the ditch. There's nothing marked. So the idea is just widen it. Doesn't look like there's much in here. I think I'll throw the big timber on top and I'll do the other side and do the same thing. So I may throw you guys like on a time lapse because this is I think going to be relatively boring. The next part of the project is the cutting out some driveways. That's a little more activity, but they're not really massive. I got material coming tomorrow, so today was just a prep day. That's kind of how I like to do it, is first day, especially if there's a lot of things going on, new site, new projects. Kind of like to just get here, get set up, get everything prepped, and not be scrambling around to try to get everything ready for material the same day. So. All right, so like a mid-morning update. I had you on time lapse for a little while, but I shaved back these banks, cleaned everything up a little bit. Got to cut those root system things though, but got a 30-foot wide driveway now. We'll be putting 2s in there, and then 411 and then 57s. They'll be driving on that. So next up is the little driveway pad or whatever you want to call it. Got the case against the Bobcat. So far, we'll see what's going on with the TB. 370B is doing pretty good. I like this, kind of easy to kind of rake it back about 4 inches or so, and then come through and just clean it out. And then I'll roll it, compact it, which probably isn't necessary, but I like to just compact anything that I've worked up, because I'm going to put stone on here. I'll put 2s, 411, and then 57. So I'll be working on that this afternoon. I'll probably just put you on a time lapse, but really it's just, you know, moving dirt. So, all right. All right, yay me, it's raining. No, no, this day 2, rain was a possibility. I think maybe we got 1/10 of an inch of rain, but it stopped. I'm back on that driveway job. Here's the entrance. Got a little bit of water over here on the side, but I kind of expected it with these little trenches, the extension pieces. So I'm not worried about that too much. Before I left yesterday, and generally on every job I do with driveway work, I roll the soil with the vibro roller, and it does a great job just kind of packing everything in. So if we do get rain, and obviously, you know, the intent is not to put stone on like loose soil because it'll just pop right through the stone. So dug out some roots this morning. This is a little more muddier than I had hoped, but there's some roots we wanted to get out. He's gonna take this tree out some point. So, but here's the other driveway extension. But all in all, pretty good. I'm waiting on stone. Should be here. I only had 2 loads coming today, so kind of a mid-morning. Yeah, I got a dump truck, but it's only a single axle. I need like about 28 tons of 2s, 411, and then like 40 tons of 57s to get all over this thing and clean it all up. So just waiting on stone. So bring you along. All right, good morning. Well, day 3, and it's not really a long day 3, just a finished top coat. Got everything dressed up with 411 yesterday and rolled, packed in real nice. Ended up doing the whole driveway with just a thin layer. There was some 57s on the driveway, but kind of not a whole lot, and I knew I was going to do the whole driveway with 57, so went ahead and dusted the driveway, rolled it in. There's the cut through driveway, and then got the rest of it over here. But today is just 2 loads of 57s. We'll get that all put down. We'll get all the way to the buildings, edging, and then down this entranceway now. Customer's gonna be bringing a camper in, and they need to have access. They've got this side driveway, and then it comes down through here. And then we got a long, wide, sweeping turn from this side to kind of enter in, and they'll kind of go up where the skid steer's at and then park it right in here. So all in all, pretty good. I took all the dirt back there the other day before it rained, so that turned out pretty good. So I'll bring you along. I mean, it's just spreading some material, but got the roller on still. Always leave it on when the trucks come in. You know, it may settle some of that a little bit, and so I might roll it real quick, and then I'll go ahead and put the stone down. But all in all, pretty good. We'll wrap up here shortly, and then heading off to another driveway job on Monday. I got the excavator over there now, pretty washed out. We're gonna do a lot of ditching and riprap. So bring along that for that one too. But this one's just a little bit of stone left, and we'll be done. All right, thought I'd bring you on board. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me or not, running the skid steer, but I'm in the TV 370B. I'm just spreading some of the 57s. I got right around 20 tons that came to me this morning, and then I got about 12 more coming. That should be enough for the driveway. I don't like to have too much extra, but I certainly like to have a little extra. Yeah, especially if the scope changes a little bit, like this one kind of changed. We're doing a little bit of the driveway work. I'll tell you one thing review-wise on this TV 370B, there are some adjustments that you can make to the how the controls are. But it's real touchy, even on the low setting for the machine, like side to side. Like watch this, like that's just barely left and right, left and right. I mean, it's way more touchy than my Bobcat, which I kind of like when I'm doing this type of fine detail work. I kind of like it to be dumbed down a little bit, because I caught myself getting a little bit of material off into the grass, you know, just with a slight adjustment, trying to do the edging. I'm sure everybody does it the same, but You know, I get left and right buckets to go down the sides. We got a little bit more to do on this little driveway right here, and then that'll be it. Then we'll kind of smooth everything out. That little bit that's left will be for up by the garage. And I like to, I mean, I don't know how everybody does it, but I like to be able to see what I'm doing here. So I'm putting it down about 1.5 inches thick or so. I like it, and then I roll it and compact it. It gets you about 1 inch of 57. So actually, I think I'm going to drag this back a little bit thick at the entranceway here. One thing I really do like about the float feature is really smooth for the TV. It's really, really nice. The Bobcat is a little more aggressive, meaning like when you down pressure, even with the bucket tilted one way or the other, it still seems to be really aggressive, where this is a soft float. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but for me, and somebody that makes it isn't so aggressive downforce wise. So I'm gonna have to hand rake a little bit of this, get it where I want it. But all in all, project's going okay. A little bit more wet than I'd like, but 'tis the season in Ohio with wet weather. All right, well, that's a wrap. I'll turn you around here. Got the driveway all rolled, finished up with the roller. Got everything rolled in, nice and tight. I love how the roller does a finishing job. Got everything looking good. I think customer will be here pretty soon. We're gonna walk through, but I think everything turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the overall turnout. Be able to get the garage or the camper in, and I think we'll be overall pretty good. Ground's a little soft. I was gonna kind of roll some of this track marks in, but I'm just making track marks as I roll. So well, anyway, that's a wrap for this one. We'll see you on the next one.